till I die. When I be thugging till I die, till I
WBW, we have singles action now. As former Undisputed Ohio champion, our first ever Undisputed Ohio champion, Bryan Xavier, takes on the world's most huggable wrestler, Bryan Castle. Both men very familiar to wrestling fans in the Toledo, Ohio area. Both have held championships in other promotions around the area. Bryan Xavier looking for a win after losing the Undisputed Ohio Championship. A win for Bryan Castle would definitely elevate him in the ranks of World Big Time Wrestling. Bryan Xavier with some words for the ringside fans. You don't want to sleep on Bryan Castle. He's a fun-loving guy, and a lot of people don't take him seriously. But in the ring, he's more than capable of taking care of business. Brandon trying to get the crowd behind him to no avail. Fans firmly behind Bryan Castle. Exchange of words between the two now. Who's getting into whose head? Test of strength. Xavier with the height and the reach advantage. But it's easy to see that Bryan Castle would definitely have the strength and size advantage on this one. Bryan Xavier might want to rethink his strategy here. Not quite sure what both competitors are talking about. Talking's not going to get it done, though. I know Castle's always looking to be friends. And Bryan Xavier tried to sucker Castle in there, catch him off guard. Castle having none of that, takes him down with a clothesline. Scoops, slams him down. Castle now, fans firmly behind him. Big leg drop there, brother. And a 1 count. Usually you'll see people take the 2 count just to get that extra second of breath. Don't know if that's a psych out strategy by Bryan Xavier or if that's just bravado. Castle charges, eats a boot. Mafia style kick to the face. Forearm. Xavier now choking Castle in the ropes. Hooks a leg. 1 count. And again, 1 count. This is becoming a game of anything you can do, I can do better. Xavier now. Once again, just a 1 count. What a lot of non-wrestlers don't realize is even something as simple as a kick out, you have that body weight pressed against you, and you're pushing that off. So in Bryan Xavier's case, you're looking at 220, 225, and you got to push that off your chest multiple times. That exerts energy. That's why there's, being in ring shape. Brandon X resorting back to choking, putting that foot across the neck of Bryan Castle. Castle fighting back. Castle hits the ropes. Almost a pounce-like maneuver. Shout out to Monty Brown. 2 count. Brandon Xavier now goes to the eyes. Say what you will about his offense. It's not pretty, but it's effective. And it's led Brandon Xavier to many championship wins throughout the independents. And as you can see, distracting the referee, going back to that choke. Referee saw none of it. Brandon getting his offense in. Xavier now. Ref might want to make sure those fingers don't slip into the mouth. Brandon X not above fish hooking. Also make sure that hand doesn't slip underneath the chin. Castle looks to be trying to fight up to his feet. Elbows now, and hoisting Xavier up. Backpack stunner. That's put away a lot of guys. And add Brandon Xavier to the list. Bryan Castle getting what I would consider the upset over the former undisputed Ohio champion, Brandon Xavier.